Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another edition of In the Lead Off the Record. My name is Kyle Cheslock. I am the VP of Sales here with The Lead Tool. I am a one-man show today. My partner in crime, our CEO Chase Shields, is unavailable today. He took a little time off for the 4th, so you're stuck with my ugly mug today. We got a pretty cool topic we're talking about today. It's pretty relevant for you guys. We're going to be talking a little bit about, the holiday sale. What to do next after you captured those leads over the last couple of days. First of all, hopefully you've captured them, but we'll get in there in a second. If you are joining us for the first time, we do these every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. It's pretty informal. This is definitely not PG, so if you're in an office setting, put those headphones on. We have various guests that come in. We talk about different topics. But give us a like, feel free to give us a share. We do this on the house, hopefully for you guys to gain some different perspectives and some different things that you guys will be able to take back to your business and implement to obviously help you in the day-to-day, if you will. Give us a like, comment into us below. Would love to hear from you guys if you ever have an idea that you want to talk about or just curious about anything. Shoot us a direct message or, like I said, leave us a comment below. We also upload this for you people that love to listen to your podcasts, SoundCloud, iTunes. You'll be able to find this there, as well as we put this on our other mediums, obviously Facebook, but Instagram, Twitter. All of those are going to be at The Lead Tool. Our YouTube channel has got a lot of good videos, a lot of good content, and a wide range of different topics. So with that being said, let's dive into it. So pretty much everybody, it doesn't really matter what industry you're in, whether you're building materials, mattress, you got your furniture store, flooring, everybody pretty much has the most foot traffic they get all year for the most part, depending on your location, around holiday sales, right? So whether it's your President's Day sale, St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, you name it, there's a holiday, you probably got a sale going on. So you probably spent a good amount of money marketing for it. You probably spent a good amount of time putting in the effort to put this sale together. One of the big things that a lot of businesses that I speak to, when I talk to them, they talk to me, Kyle, we have a good showing, we have good foot traffic coming in, and obviously because close sales there, on the spot. But what about all those other people that come in, either are doing a little window shopping to gather some more information to learn about your brand, or just quite not ready to pull the trigger today on a particular item, or they're doing the first phase of a home remodel that 6 months from now or a year from now they're going to look to add an additional room, whether it's flooring or if they're a new kitchen, whatever it may be. So all these little things that come into play for the people that just don't buy today is really what we're going to be talking about, and kind of what you can do next to convert on more of those customers and create some better experiences for those guys. So let's get it off the bat. If you're not capturing the information from everybody that walks through your door, it's critical. And obviously now it's too late because of this past holiday sale. It's probably over for you. Let's get a little trickle effect into today. But for your next one, capture everybody's information that comes in. It's crucial to really make the most and get your bang for the buck when it comes to everything that you guys do and put into play for these specials. But when you do capture that information, let's say you got your up sheet or you're putting it on a piece of paper, don't just collect it, put it in your file folder in the back here and forget about it. That is absolutely the wrong thing to do, which all too often happens throughout a lot of different companies. And it may not be happening for you, which is great. If it is happening, that's an easy fix right off the bat. You're actually going to want to do a few things with that. So the first is, and this may sound pretty easy, but too many companies I speak to aren't actively doing this. Follow up. You have to say what you're going to do, and you're going to have to do what you say, okay? And what I mean by that is, if you tell somebody that you're going to call them or email them, or even today, most people are more comfortable with text message. If you're not hip to text, get into it. Most people love to communicate that way. But if you're going to tell them that you're going to do one of those items and you don't do it, it reflects poorly on you, it reflects poorly on the brand, and an overall negative experience are 10 times more likely to tell their peers. Particularly in the world of social media today, that 10 times now becomes 100, 100 becomes 1,000, and it just exponentially increases in terms of the number of eyeballs, or impressions if you will, that now have access to that, including on things like Yelp and Google reviews and all that good stuff. So first and foremost, you have to do what you say you're going to do. Second, don't give up too early. That is at the core of why almost half, a little under half, about 48% of salespeople don't get the sale. They don't give it enough time to actually follow up with a particular customer. Now, case in point, life happens to all of us. You know, we have things going on, whether it's the kids' soccer practice or your car broke down on the side of the road, whatever it may be, things happen. But, you know, those sales reps that are contacting between 5 and 12 times, that's statistically how often it takes to actually close that deal, are the ones that are going to find true success. Most sales reps don't give it even 5 chances. They don't even give it 2. So increase the number of follow-up steps from wherever you're at today, 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be, to 5 or 12 until you get a definitive no, or you get up to that 12 marker and you just move on because you have some other things to do. Whatever it may be, I'll touch base on what you can do with that customer if you just never hear from them here in a couple of minutes. But one of the nice things about contacting 5 to 12 times, I'm not saying you got to pick up the phone 12 times and call them 12 times. You can text them, you can email them, you can message them on social media now. That's becoming acceptable. Most people are on social media platforms now. And you can have a cadence to that, right? So if you call today, you know, tomorrow shoot them a text. On the 3rd day, call them again. On the 5th day, send them an email. You know, whatever your cadence may look like or may be, you know, if you have your, if you want to reach out to them every 3 days, you know, whatever it is, over a period of time, have a cadence of different ways to contact that particular person, or customer, and execute on it. And you're going to be able to make this a repeatable process, right? So it doesn't matter if you hire a new sales rep. I know millennials are a big term in the industry right now. You know, that's brand new, that's never done that sales before, 22 years old, fresh out of college. Or you have a very seasoned salesperson that's been with you for 25 years. Whatever it may be, this is a very repeatable process that you can implement in your business. That's not going to cause a whole lot of turmoil or shakeups or anything like that. And that'll pay almost immediate dividends for you right off the rip. Now, the next thing that you can do is remarketing, okay? What I mean by remarketing is that say you know, Kyle, I called him 12 times and I never heard back from him. What do I do? What you do is you group that of people and hopefully at this point in time you have some kind of marketing tool, right? So your MailChimps, your Constant Contacts, HubSpot, SharpSpring, you know, whatever it may be that you have for retargeting when it comes to your marketing efforts. You'll be able to dump those into a campaign, and you can either, you know, put them on a drip, provide value, provide content, provide insight of what you have going on. Not just around your holidays. You know, don't hit them up just for the next holiday, although that'll come into play. But you'll be able to build the value of your company up as you start making these touches, as you start reaching out over time, and now you're the go-to source for that particular information. Now, it used to be just word of mouth gets it done. That's not the case anymore. You know, there's so many different companies competing for their attention. You got to get your slice of the pie too. So it's kind of like day trading time, right? Or attention, if you will. You got to get their attention. And in order to get their attention, you need to stay in front of them with relevant, valuable content. If you're not producing your own content, hire a local agency, open it up to your people on the floor for your Instagram, things of that nature, for your pictures. I mean, all that cool stuff you'll be able to deliver, but, you know, one of the worst things you can do is syndicate your content that, you know, from an agency that's national, and it's going to kill your Google ranking, okay? But, you know, before I get down that rabbit hole, you know, again, coming back to the retargeting and the remarketing, take that group of people that you've done your diligence on, that you've reached out 12 times, and they're just not responding to you. Put them in that email campaign. You're going to be able to deliver this information so when they are ready to buy 149 days from now, statistically, if you're in the flooring industry, you're going to have access, and you're going to be able to have essentially stay in front of them the whole time and driving back into your storefront. So I wanted to keep it pretty short today, guys, and give you a couple of tips in terms of how to essentially maximize what you're doing for your holiday specials. I know that's something that we all come across, that we all come in and do. If you're not capturing that information, just to highlight it again, capture their information. All the customers, not just those that say, hey, I want to buy today. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. I can't say that enough. Give it time. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by not following up and giving up too early. Again, life happens to a lot of us, so stay on it, stay true. It will pay off. You will see the dividends of your hard work and the fruits of your labor. You're not inconveniencing them. I know I hear that a ton. You're not going to inconvenience them. They're going to appreciate you reaching out and reminding them that, hey, I stopped by there on Saturday for that deal. Although that deal may not be good now, you can still provide them, obviously content or information that's relevant to them to actually help. You got to want to help. It's not just about you. Don't look at it, what's in it for me. It's about reaching more people and helping them get into whatever it is, a new mattress, or if you're working with a contractor, getting in on their job and delivering same-day delivery of lumber, whatever it may be. You want to get in there and provide whatever value you can provide and hit on the touch points or whatever it may be that's going to help that particular customer out. But the third and foremost is going to be your remarketing, right? You want to collect all this information. You don't want to just trash it after you spend all that money and all that time driving them into your store. People just don't come window shopping nowadays. They're there for a specific reason. So let's maximize that over a period of time by putting them in a marketing campaign, whatever it may be. And if you guys got questions about, what are the best products out there, or what can I use, or, a sample script, whatever it may be, comment below or shoot us a direct message. We're more than happy to help you out, point you in the right direction, give you a few ideas to implement within your business, because at the end of the day, everything we talk about here is designed to help you out in terms of capturing today's consumer, because it is different and they care about different things, and their attention is shorter than it's ever been. So it's vitally important to make sure you're doing this remarketing and retargeting of these particular customers and delivering relevant content to them. Particularly, if they're 3 months out, 6 months out, whatever it may be. You don't have to have your salespeople's time sucked up doing that. You can just dump that person into a campaign, and when they're ready, they'll reach back out at that point in time. So that's what it's all designed for, guys. Any questions, comments, feel free to give us a like. We'd love to hear from you guys. Comment below, DM us. We're always here for anything that you guys need. I'm going to keep it short today since I am a one-man band here. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, all at The Lead Tool. Same thing goes for our podcasts that are going to be on iTunes, SoundCloud, you name it. This is definitely a mouthful, but otherwise, guys, next week, regular timing, 3 p.m., Chase will be back. We'll have a pretty special episode for you guys then. In the meantime, hopefully you guys crushed your 4th of July sale and enjoyed it on a personal level. Otherwise, it's Kyle. I'm signing off, and we'll see you next time.